Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching from around the world. This is M Special. M Special is I'm a Biafran agitator, agitating for freedom of my sweet people, Biafrans, from Nigeria and Africa, freedom in general. As we all know, Africa has always been under attack from the rest of the world. And this is the time when the African youths, like I and you, the sensible ones, has come out to speak for Africa, to stand for Africa, and together, only us can liberate us. Why we call on our brothers and sisters, Africans, that are still whiling away time, wasting their time in the social media, talking irrelevant things, to join the crusade, because this is the time for liberation. Thank you. Welcome. Hope to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Like my video and share them. Your comment matters a lot. Do not forget to put on your notification bell, as I do upload videos on a daily basis, at least thrice a week, so that you will get a current updates on Biafra, on Nigeria, in Africa in general. So, you are welcome. As always, we start by giving thanks to Chukwu Okike Obioma, the Lord of all creations, the creator of all creations, the I am that I am, the great I am. I love him. He is the source of mankind. Without him, nothing existed. With him, everything is possible. So, as we all know, Africa has been battling many enemies. The enemy of the divided states, the enemy of the colonialism, the enemy of the Chinese, now COVID-19, in the midst of all, the conspiracy, as some called it, of Bill Gates and other people on COVID-19. Yes, you all can remember, for those that are really following the news, that Bill Gates' wife came out some few weeks ago to claim that she saw the dead bodies all around in the Africa streets. She is not a visionary. She don't believe in Satan or God. I don't know what she believes in. But she made this prediction, and everybody kept quiet. Nobody seemed to ask. But we Africans, we are not taking it light. We are calculating everything they are saying, because Africa of yesterday is not the same as African of today. And so much more, we are enlightening our leaders so that they will come to realization of the reality on ground and save their own life and the life of their generation unborn. And thanks to God that some of the leaders of Africans are really waking up to the challenges. Yes, as I speak to you today, the World Health Organization has again came out with another conspiracy news to put fear in Africa, that 300,000 people are going to die in their homes and their villages, not in Africa, in the next 6 months. These are all their plans. How are they knowing the numbers that will die? Because their conspiracy has failed them in the divided states. When I say divided states, in the West, and now they want to complete it in Africa. As we all know, that Africa has no serious case of coronavirus. Yes, I'm not denying that there is coronavirus. There is coronavirus. But Africa has seen the least of it. So why are they all predicting death on Africa? What has Africa got to do with this? But Africa of today are not thinking like African of yesterday. Yes, as I speak to you now, the Madagascar has found their own product, herb, that is legally approved to cure coronavirus. That is the way forward. No more importation of anything from the West or from China. We produce our thing, we consume our thing, and we will not die unnecessary deaths. In Uganda, in the district of Domba of Uganda, some Chinese today were apprehended for trying to escape the quarantine observation. They came into the country, they were put into quarantine, and they didn't complete it, and they didn't observe the self-distancing. They took our car because they own everything, and they were escaping when they were interrupted and being catch up at the border and brought back, and they are going to go to the court of law for violating the law of the land. That is exactly what we want to see. That is exactly what's supposed to start happening in Africa, so that they will not think that we are a dumping ground for them, that our life do not matter. In Nigeria, as I'm talking to you today, 26th of April, some group of lawyers has taken Chinese to the courts for bringing COVID-19 into Nigeria, blaming them for COVID-19 and suing them for $200 billion. That is the way to go. Why some lawless security men that are supposed to be the one guiding and safeguarding the people of Nigeria, but because they are Boko Haram police and soldiers, they are there arresting the bishop that came for a one-man protest in front of Chinese embassy. Refused to grant him bail, even when his bail due were paid 2 million naira, and delayed him for some days before they released him. The way forward is this: we, the Africans, will live for Africa, develop Africa, consume Africa, and be African. No more imported goods. We can. Africa is the only continent in the planet Earth that can live alone without anybody. The others don't have it complete. We have it complete and over. It is overdue for us to enjoy our natural and God-given resources and breathe and organize ourselves. Yes, we are given independence. It is not true. They conditioned our leaders without the knowledge of the people before they go. They take everything we have and we go back to take back what belongs to us. And we pay interest for taking back what belongs to us. This is the time to say no, and no to all that. Don't forget, it is not an easy fight. They are going to come after African leaders, but we, the African people, if we refuse them to use us to kill our own, then we can forge ahead. That was exactly what they did in Zimbabwe. They destroyed Zimbabwe because then President Mugabe, whom at last everybody saw as a stupid man, a wicked man, the man that hates his people. No. Go and read the history of Mugabe and know what happened between President Mugabe and Britain. He wanted to develop Zimbabwe better than Britain. They refused. They said if one African country is developed like the West, they will lose Africa. And for that reason, they fought and refused for Mugabe to develop Zimbabwe technologically and scientifically. And the man got angry and said, why shouldn't you allow me to do this in my own home? Okay, if you don't want it that way, and all of them, they conspired against Zimbabwe, and Mugabe now told them that the land is still his own father's land. He took away their farms, took away their industries, sent them back to Britain, and that was the bad name Mugabe got. Unfortunately, it was some of the Zimbabweans as politicians that were used to try to bring Mugabe down. That was why Mugabe would always don't mind killing them, because he knew what they stand for. They stand for enslavement, and he refused to give power to anybody as far as he lives. That was the history of Mugabe. But they made us not to listen or exploit our own history. We take our own history from them, what they told us, and they use it as a weapon to destroy us more. This time is not the same. We have to shine our eyes. We have to listen out to our mind, do our own research, and stand for what is right for Africa and for Africans. and that is the way forward. So you all should be at alert. They have come with another one. Africans are dying of hunger. They are not talking about that. Africa is being locked down. All countries in Africa for nothing. They are happy. Hunger is what is killing people in Africa. And I am calling on African countries to start opening up the country, closing the borders, observing the distances, and strictly monitoring the foreigners and not allow any foreigner to enter any African country. Sack and send back every Chinese in Africa. Do not destroy their company because it is in our land. We will start from there. We will not destroy it. We will inherit it, just like President Mugabe inherited the British company in and supermarkets in Zimbabwe. Yes, it wasn't easy. Yes, their money was scrambled. That is what they know how to do best. So that when we, the people, are suffering, we will become against our own. But that is not the truth now. We have to know that when it is biting hard on us, it is because they want us to cry and they want us to call them for help so that they will have the room to destroy us further. And we will say no to this. Africa must arise. Africa must be Africa for Africans. Thank you and God bless you. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to bring your comments, for every comment matters a lot. And do not forget to share the video to get into the hands of all Africans that it can get to. Honor your notification bell so that when I upload a video, as I do upload daily or at least thrice a week, you will be among those that will get it, to know the current that is going on in Africa, in Biafra land, and in Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.